I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharata Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. Today we are celebrating, as it is mentioned, after 5 years, the conference of All India Income Tax Appellate Tribunal and the ITAT in Goa. On this day, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me, Justice Ashwin Damodar Bobeji, the judge of the Bombay High Court, Justice Retired Chandrakant V. Bhadang, Honorable President of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, and Dr. Anju, Rathi, Rana ji, Secretary, Department of the Legal Affairs, and CA Sri Charanjot Singh Nanda, President, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Sri R.K. Pandaji, Vice President, ITAT, Pune Zone, distinguished members of the ITAT, senior officials of the Income Tax Department, members from the bar and various benches, and my dear brothers and sisters. It is a great privilege and a pleasure to be present among such an illustrious gathering on the occasion of the 84th anniversary of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal and the inauguration of the All India Members Conference. To stand before an audience composed of some of the finest minds in tax adjudication and jurisprudence is both a responsibility and a rare honor. The Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, established in the year 1941, stands as one of the oldest and the most respected quasi-judicial institutions in our Mother Bharat. Its very existence predates the Constitution of India, and yet it is ethos and functioning. The tribunal has embodied the spirit of constitutional values: impartiality, reason, fairness, and justice. Over these 8 decades, the tribunal has evolved not merely in form but in function, from a modest appellate body into an institution whose decisions influence not only tax jurisprudence but broader questions of economic governance and the rule of law. The motto of the tribunal, Nishbaks, Sulabh, Sadwa Nyay, or impartial, accessible, and swift justice, is not just a ceremonial ideal. It is a living commitment that informs every aspect of its conduct. The justice to be established, when the justice get established, when the justice get delivered. Yeah, justice is always one. So many people put their argument in their own way, but it is for the judge to deliver the justice. The 2 judgments and the 2 judges will always living in my conscience and memory. That is Singh and Kunga, both of them, in spite of the pressures on you, how you can deliver a real justice is a living example. And they have established over the mighty people that you are not mighty, but as long as you are against the law, then your mightiness will come down. That is what is established. And this is one I always very proud of an Indian judicial system, that once the justice decided, the judge decided, want to deliver the justice, it can be delivered and nobody can stop it. And that ITAT has distinguished itself by delivering justice that is not only legally sound, but also citizen-centric, bridging the complexities of tax law with the need for clarity, transparency, and timely resolution. No law can be made which is so easy to establish. You make any law, then arguments can put the law into little difficult decision making. But who can make it simple? It is the consciousness of the judge can make it very simple. Recently I had one argument as a governor. One officer has come. There were so many allegations against him. But he was promoted. I asked the officer who was promoted, why you didn't consider all these things before the promotion? Then the next question was, there was an allegation that he was jailed for 2 days. Why he was jailed? It looks like a very fabricated, that one accident took place. One bus was running against him in his village, and there was a quarrel. And in spite of that he wanted to establish his side's right, he has been jailed because of some influence. Then the second allegation was he has taken the drinks. And he has come to the duty with alcoholic influence. Then I asked him whether alcohol test has been done. No. Everything looks like fabricated. I have never seen it. I was not a part of it. But when you hear both the arguments, it looks like some section was against that particular person. Then I immediately delivered my judgment. It all looks like fabricated, so you have to give the responsibility of the promotion from the date when he has been questioned. Then I asked the officers that he should be allowed to serve in his higher position and all the benefits should go to him. Why I am telling this? Anybody can make an allegation against any good person also. There are only two witnesses. One is the God's witness, which will never come. Only you can feel. And the other one is our consciousness. Our consciousness can understand the real spirit of the case. Circumstances may be against or may be fabricated. We have to go through the real reasoning behind that case, and we have to deliver our judgment based on the reality. This cannot be explained by any law. This cannot be drafted by any legal expert. Only people who are handling it, they only can deliver the real justice through their judgment. But that needs a lot of integrity inside. And today, India, where tax compliance is growing alongside economic ambition, institutions such as the ITAT serve as a dual role as interpreters of law and as instruments of trust. The confidence of the taxpayer in the fairness of the system is in many ways built upon the strength and the credibility of forums like this tribunal. After all, Just tax system is not merely one that collects, it is one that listens and deliberates and decides with integrity. That is very important, and this is the job of our ITAT. This commemorative conference is far more than the ritual observance. It is a moment of reflection and rededication. That is the very purpose of these type of conferences. Our enthusiasm had to get renewed. Our aspiration for establishing the justice, our aspiration for establishing the real good norms, all are getting renewed and redefined in our hearts. It invites us to look back at the milestones achieved, but also to look forward with the resolve and the imagination towards the challenges of tomorrow. As it is mentioned in the welcome speech, it has get reduced to a greater extent. But still, it shows that we have to go a long way. That we have to see the justice has to be delivered in the right time. Otherwise, there is no use of delivering the right thing also. So we have to speed up the things, how we have to act. I think this conference can discuss about that. What are the obstacles, where it is getting stuck, how we can speed up the judgments. And that spirit will really do a lot for the administration and also for the citizens. The ITAT's response to these emerging realities has been inspiring. Its embrace of digital reforms, including e-filing, virtual hearings, and paperless procedures. It is not just about efficiency, it is about democratizing justice by reducing pendency, eliminating procedural delays, and increasing access. The tribunal has become a model for how tradition and technology can coexist in service to the citizens. As Governor of Maharashtra and Chancellor of its state universities, I would like to highlight a critical area that needs our urgent attention: the need to align legal education with the realities of modern day adjudication, including the specialized work of institutions like ITAT. Legal curricula in many of our universities remain outdated. But now it is gearing up as usual. Any reform will take its own time. But we have to speed it up. There cannot be two arguments against it. There is a growing need to incorporate focused training in tax law, financial regulations, forensic accounting, artificial intelligence in legal research, and global economic frameworks. We must equip our future lawyers and judges with not only knowledge of the law, but also the skills to interpret its application in a digital, borderless economy. I urge universities, legal educators, and regulators to collaborate with institutions like ITAT in shaping practical, case-driven, and technology-enabled legal educations. Internships, research fellowships, and judicial clinics should become an integral part of law courses, particularly in areas like tax law, commercial arbitration, and dispute resolutions. Our judiciary will only be as strong as the intellectual foundation we lay through our universities. As India marches towards the vision of Viksit Bharat, a Viksit Bharat or a developed economy cannot be called as a developed economy unless it is an inclusive development. It takes care of every section of the society. And the importance of the legal institutions, particularly those engaged in economic and fiscal adjudication cannot be overstated. A nation inspiring for growth and prosperity must ensure that its revenue system is not only efficient in administration, but just in adjudication also. The ITAT's role in safeguarding this balance makes it not just a judicial body, but a silent partner in the nation's progress. The role of the ITAT is crucial not just in resolving tax disputes, but in upholding the faith of the taxpayers in the rule of law and fairness of our fiscal administration. Its reputation as the mother tribunal is well deserved, as it has set benchmarks for other appellate bodies across the country. The release of the coffee table book titled ITAT at 84, a chronicle of sustainability, is a testament to this legacy. It is more than a record of proceedings. It is a living archive of institutional wisdom, documenting not just judgments and members, but ideals, transitions, and transformative moments. It is a mirror to the past and a window to the future. I commend and congratulate the members of the tribunal, past and present, as well as the judicial officers and the departmental representatives, the members of the bar and the support staff who uphold the tribunal's high standards of adjudication. Often, the work of such institutions proceeds quietly without fanfare or public spotlight, but its impact is felt deeply in the fairness of taxation, in the assurance of due process, and in the very credibility of governance. May this conference spark thoughtful discussion, encourage bold reforms, and reaffirm the shared commitment to excellence and equality in tax adjudication. May the conference serve as the celebration of 8 decades gone and come up with a blueprint for the decades to come. That should be the spirit of this conference, and I am sure that spirit will be upheld by this conference. I thank you once again for this opportunity to join you in honoring this prestigious institution, and I extend my best wishes for the success of the conference and for the continued ascent of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal in the service of our nation. This is the only resort for the taxpayer where he can put his case with real faith. And I wish you all every success in your endeavor. And Kup Kup Dhanabad, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Goa, Jai Maharashtra. Thank you.